Hey, how goes it? Ken Bozak here to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin accessories. And today I'm here with my bro Shawnee Bear from
What's up,
JustLearnCrypto.com,
guys?
host of the Satoshi's Ball here today, actually later on today in Ottawa. So shout out to Satoshi's Ball and JustLearnCrypto.com. We're here with our friend from around the world on the other side here. How goes it? Anari from OWO World. How goes it, bro? Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are.
It goes very, very well. Thank you for the warm invite. Thank you for the opportunity to have a conversation with you and your audience. We've been following each other on social media for years, and I feel really privileged to have this kind of engagement with you. You're by far one of the sharpest conversationalists on the topic in the space. So
I
thanks again for the
appreciate it,
opportunity.
man. Like you said, I was just telling him I've been following you for years. You've been in this space for a long time. We kind of stumbled upon each other around the same time, like, getting in. And I've been, you've been progressing, you've been developing. And that's kind of why I've been following you, is you've been building something really interesting with the platform that you have. Why don't you go ahead and, kind of explain to us a little bit about the platform, OWO.world. I know you explained a little bit before we went live that kind of means like money world, roughly translated. What is
Uh,
this platform? How did it come to be, and what is it?
Right. So OO is, you can think of it as a variation of Steemit, right? This is a platform where everything you do earns you some variance of cryptocurrency, earns you OO. OO is not an ERC20 token. It is a SHA-256 proof of work, proof of stake blockchain. There's 1.87 million coins in circulation right now. When you go to the website, you're actually able to see the entire stats for the coin there. All right.
Okay.
So the premise here is to solve the problem of income, right? Regardless where you are in the world, in the part of the world where I'm from, Sierra Leone, people are still talking about the government this, the government that, the politicians this, the politicians that. Young people don't have currency. I'm here in Washington, D.C. I'm not in Sierra Leone now, but I do keep up with the political process. But now, if you have a cell phone, you can take out your cell phone, take a picture, upload a video, and when somebody gives your content respect on the platform, you earn cryptocurrency, you earn OO,
So I saw that you
right?
have the
Those,
platform up right now, and
um,
with the whole like respect thing, I see like if you do that, you can earn. Can you kind of explain that process? Also, just for a heads up, your video did freeze. So if you look
yeah,
on the screen, there's like the video icon. If you click on
okay,
it, turn off the video and then turn the video back on, it should work again. But
oh,
your
that's a
your
good.
screen looks fine.
Cool. So the respect part, right? It's different from just getting social likes, right? The like thing, it was cool when it first started. It felt great. It still feels good, but now it's like um, it's the way to opt out of actually doing something for the person whose content you're liking, right? You click the like button, you've done enough, right? You can go on with your day. But with respect, when you give somebody's content respect, like right now, I'm going to give your video respect. I've already offered it respect on that profile, right? You're going to earn crypto, right? And the amount of crypto that you earn is based on on your power level, pretty much Steam it style, right? I have the highest power level on the platform, so when I gave your content respect, you earned close to 200.
Thank
And a
you.
second ago, when I gave you respect from this platform, from this account, the power level is a lot less, so you're not going to get as much OO on that, right?
Okay.
And if your power level is not high enough, you just want to tip somebody, you'll be able to tip somebody as well. So this is just one of the applications of the platform. The platform All World has a suite of applications. There's a Scenes application, the Live application. Let's not do that right now. That would be for live streaming, right?
So you can even do like a video live stream, like a podcast like this on your platform.
Yes, it'll be a lot more robust as we move forward, but live streaming is going to be a key part of the platform moving forward.
Oh, cool.
Right. As I mentioned, you can do the same thing with pictures. You add a picture, somebody gives your picture respect. you earn some OWO. Grab It is a fun daily deals application where you can win Bitcoin playing against global players, or you can win coupons from local businesses. Here in the Washington, D.C. area, cannabis is legal, so you see a lot. We've started to have some vendors offer free samples.
So wait, I could win like free weed because it's legal.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Hold on. So wait, walk me through the process of playing one of these. I see it says like free sample and it says that you can play. What's the process of playing one of these games like?
All right, so playing Grab It is really fun. You can practice for free as much as you want. Let's go through that process now. Right. It's a multiplayer game. So the intent here is to be the last person holding the prize when the timer hits 0. That's really all it is. Right. So for a practice game, you get at least 2 players in the game before the game can start. Let me make sure I'm in the right one. Yes, this one. Right. Once the minimum number of players are in the game, you'll see a countdown timer that says the game is about to start. Once the timer hits 0, new players are not going to be able to jump in. Right. So you click the Grab It button. You have 10 seconds. The other player now can grab it away. Right. And obviously, you're going to grab it back before that timer expires. Now, each time you grab it, it's costing you a tool. So you're using up your grabs as you go on. See, I'm down to 23, started with 25. Now, you can give yourself an advantage to win the game by going through the Grab It hole. So rather than the timer resetting to 10 seconds, it's going to reset to 3 seconds. And that means your opponent is just going to have to react a little bit faster. Right? This gets really, really engaging when there's $10 in Bitcoin on the line.
Yeah,
or when there's a coupon. Well, when there's a coupon to a nail salon around the corner on the line.
So
right?
There's a cost to playing the game, right? There's like a utility token right to the game, what you have to spend to play.
Exactly.
So how do you earn that token? Is that from like posting the photos and doing the live streams? That's how you would earn the tokens that you would spend on the games to kind of win the free cannabis.
Exactly, right? You upload content, folks give your content respect, you earn OWO. You can now take your OWO over to the Grab It game and play to win Bitcoin or play to win coupons and gift cards from local businesses.
That's
right.
Cool.
Now, if you want to give yourself an advantage to win, and you want to buy some additional tools, then you can certainly do that, and you can pay with Bitcoin as well, right? We're not an anti-Bitcoin platform.
So can you liquidate the OWO token that you earn, or do you have to play the games to kind of use something for the token? Like, is there exchanges that I could like, or can I just get rid of the token that I earn for Bitcoin?
Well, yes, right. There's an exchange on the platform that will allow you to swap OWO for Bitcoin without going through a third party. I'm a bit of a Bitcoin purist. The Bitcoin blockchain itself is already an open API, right? So if you give me your Bit32 XPub, right, any wallet should have this, your Mycelium or your blockchain.info. With that XPub alone, I can create addresses in your wallet, right? So now all I have to do is listen for a transaction to come into that wallet that I just created, to that address I just created in your wallet. Once the transaction comes in, we release the OWO. At no point do we touch your Bitcoins.
Okay.
All right, that's pretty cool. So how do you set up like one of the games? Like if I wanted to create a game, is that possible, or is it just like you can play the games? Like who makes those games that are being played right there? I see that there's like merchants that are offering things like everybody wins, winner and a friend kind of things. Like who's putting up these competitions? Is it individuals like you and me and Sean, or are there businesses that you have partnered with?
Anyone can create a Grab It game for prizes, right? So ideally, it's going to be businesses that are creating coupon games, and everybody wins coupon. You can say we need at least 10 players in the game. The player that wins will get a 15% coupon, but everybody else will get a 10% coupon. And for the business or the person who's creating that game, it's going to cost them pretty much $1 per player in the game, or $1 in OWO per player in the game. We're in a big explanatory free access. Now, you, the individual, you can give away free items all day by creating a free game, right? If you want to, if you have a baseball ticket that you want to give away, you have, a video game item that you want to give away, or you are appearing at a particular venue, there's a book that you want to give away, and you want to geofence it to that particular venue, then you can say you have to be here at this location at 6 o'clock to play the Grab It game to win this.
Oh wow! So I see it's like gamifying marketing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's another part to the platform as well, which is the local side, right? I really think that business pages on the blockchain are going to be a revolutionary future, right? Pretty much every single POS will be eliminated if a business has a blockchain-based business page on some variants of social media, right? So the cafe that I'm using that I'm at now is this cafe here, Sweet Sumba Jamaican Vegan Cafe in Washington, D.C. All right, we've added their menu items to their page. All right, folks can come in and give them respect, and obviously they can lose people's respect as well. Now, when you order something, you're simply telling the business, I'm going to come and pick this up within the next 15 minutes, within the next 30 minutes, whatever, right? The intent is foot traffic. The intent is not Netflix and chill. It's for the folks who are already out and about and are looking for, a different place to go, right? So with this particular location, we're pretty much going to blockchain. Pictures that you see on the walls. You saw that I did a video before where we're showing artists how they can bring art value to their art by just simply concealing Bitcoin in the art, right? So one of these beautiful art items that are here at the spot, right? You can imagine this one would have $5 in Bitcoin hidden in it. Nobody knows where it is. You go ahead and buy it, right? The artist still has the private key. So if the Bitcoin in that piece goes up to $100 in 2 years, that person can come back to you and say, let me go ahead and buy that private key off you, because obviously this piece of art is a little bit more valuable now, right? So actually creating a full environment, a crypto environment for the businesses, I think is going to be key in helping them understand what it is, crypto acceptance, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, especially with this whole new revolution around utility tokens. How I kind of come to see the utility tokens as the future for businesses that have the digital gift cards, and a way to incentivize people to keep their value in their market cap holding by hodling and staking these utility tokens. And this is a way for them to utilize them again to kind of gamify the marketing aspect by interacting with your audience and rewarding them with the coupons or with the currencies that you can spend at their businesses. And I think it's a really cool incentive that you have here to contribute to the network, post photos, post videos, stuff like that. But what's the process like for creating an account on here? Is there any kind of KYC or anything, since you can earn income?
Well, keep in mind that OWO is not traded on an exchange. It's a fixed price currency at $100. And the reason why it's set at $100 per coin is because at 1.87 million coins in circulation, there are no coins on any major exchange with that low supply that's trading under $100, right? You're going to have standard KYC applied for no different than any other website that you would use, right? Because we specifically do not touch the Bitcoins, we don't take custody of the Bitcoins during the swap process, then we're not under the heavy, magnifying glass of people who don't want that kind of thing going on.
Nice. Yeah, you got to make sure that you take advantage of the loopholes that are working in the favor of the crypto right now, because they're really trying to hold us down, man.
So what do you do locally in the space? Do you do a lot? Do you do any meetups? How are you building community up around OWO?
Well, so meetups are good, right? Being in the East Coast, you know, it's not as energetic here in the crypto space as it was back in the West Coast. Over there, 100 people are showing up for a Bitcoin meetup,
Yeah.
right? Here, it's still a little, it's a political city. It is what it is. But most of the meetups that I had in the past, the conversations were just way too centered around price and market as compared to me trying to get them to understand technology, right? And that's the less sexy aspect of the conversation for people, right? So if the price is going, doing this every other month and folks want to have price conversations, then interest is not going to linger as long as it should, right? Partnering with the artist has been my main angle, where I'm giving folks a new avenue to get discovered. Right here is a local rapper in the Washington D.C. area who's probably outside of Wale, who's probably one of the top known artists here in the Washington D.C. area that's starting to contribute content to the platform, and he's very savvy in cryptocurrency.
Nice.
Right. The minute we start getting some sexy ladies posting pictures, right? Once we add the live streaming and we get some twerkers, right?
So no, you're not wrong. Is there like a not safe for work section on this platform? Is there a place for the adult content?
Well, there's not a not safe for work section as of yet, right? It'll come eventually, but right now, look, just have a go at it. Post what you want to post, and
so it's pretty open right now.
It's pretty open.
That's good.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool that you could play the Grab It game and kind of like, well, you're incentivized to kind of share that out, right? So that helps like the branding for the marketing aspect. Like if I wanted to personally host a game, 5 people or 10 people have to be there to play. So that incentivizes them to invite their friends to play the games they want to try to win. And then you have friends battling each other to try to, win the prizes that they invited their friends to. Like,
I think like it's gambling really cool... with your homies.
Yeah, it's gambling with your homies. I think it's a really cool concept. Like, and it's like, hey guys, we can earn this by posting on here, and then we can, kind of battle each other out on this Grab It game to kind of earn, free stuff that's, like cryptocurrencies. So people don't really have to necessarily buy crypto. Like a lot of times people tell me, oh, how do I buy my cryptos? How do I start buying? I'm like, well, if you don't have any now, a really good start is to probably start earning it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer that in the near future, you'll be able to get your hands on Bitcoin for free for the most part. Your thoughts will have value. Everything you post on any social media will have some variance of value.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's why I like things like Steam and other, other platforms that do, contribute to content creators or people that provide to the platform. And I just think it's interesting how, like, the ecosystem plays out. Like, there's the downvote systems and stuff like that. Is there any way to kind of filter the content on the platform? Like, can people downvote or flag things that they don't like? I'm just wondering, like, how's the censorship on the platform?
Yeah, if there's something you don't like, that's for you to unpublish. Where's the other screen? You can downvote content or vote something off, right? Maybe I don't have that set up on the scenes part, but on the pictures, on the photo art, it's definitely there, right? And I'll be sure to add it on the scenes part as well. But normally, there's a button there. Once it gets 5 votes once it gets 5 downvotes, then it'll get removed.
Okay.
Right. And the gaming part. Gaming is a strong piece of the platform. The esports piece, where you're going to be able to play Madden, Call of Duty on your Xbox or PlayStation for $10-20.
What?
If you want to play for Bitcoin.
Wait, hold on. Slow down. Wait. Yeah. Wait, start over. I can play video games and do what?
All right, so keep in mind that originally OWO started as Gameraholic. Right? Gameraholic was the very first cryptocurrency for the world of video games. I launched this back in 2014. It was on Bittrex for 2 years.
Okay.
Right? Now, getting game developers on board. I was in San Francisco. I was at the #1 gaming incubator on the planet. They weren't touching cryptocurrency. Game developers weren't touching cryptocurrency. They were scared iOS would take it down. Android would take it down. Game developers didn't care. Gamers definitely didn't care, right? So it was just really, really tough to get traction as a game in cryptocurrency back then, right? And when Bittrex delisted it in May of last year, is when I just started the rebranding effort. Okay, well, let's just make it a cryptocurrency that you can use for anything. All right, cool. Well, it's going to need a platform, and this platform is going to need to have a suite of applications that actually give you a reason to use the currency, whether outside of it just being strictly buy-sell transactions.
Right. So you basically built the foundational use case that, you know, you could pitch to them where it can be utilized. So can other platforms kind of use this, or is this something that you're looking at, you know, other people to build with, or is this something that you kind of want to just have on your platform, like the OWO.world? Or do you want to see other platforms also accepting the currency for things like, you know, gamification and, you know, incentivizing people to kind of interact with these?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. There is an API that's available already for the for the OWO blockchain. I just haven't made it officially public, but there was an API available for Gamerholic Coin. There's definitely an API available for OWO as well. And I think that the very first thing you're going to see happen is going to be with the respect button on the API side, where this respect button pretty much becomes like the new Facebook like button.
Okay.
Right, and that's going to be put on any website anywhere. Now, we're going to touch on this to explain where the money comes from that you're getting respect. So out of the Steemit model, since OWO is a mineable currency, it's 2.5 OWO every 60 seconds block reward. Every time an OWO is mined on our mining pool, a fraction of that is set aside over here as platform rewards. So this is where the money comes from when you go to give somebody's content respect.
So
Right?
it doesn't come from my pool, my money. It comes from the rewards pool.
Exactly.
Ah.
Right. So as long as we have a strong mining community, then this pool is always going to be full.
That's definitely a better model for people to be incentivized to like things and share things, because it doesn't come necessarily from their own pocket. You know, that's kind of a thing. Like, you know, it's sort of disincentivizes that MLM feeling that Steemit kind of has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. And if you don't have any money or have any OWO, any power level, you can just go ahead and tip them.
So
right?
how does the esports aspect kind of work? Like, how would you go through with that? How's that kind of play out?
Well, so it's a trust system for now. It's not integrated into the blockchain. We can definitely grow into that in the future. But you simply just enter. If you wanted to send this challenge to to another player directly, you would just enter the username there, or you say, I'm playing Madden 19 on my PS4. The rules are blah blah blah. Right, the amount you want to play for 0.02. You can select to play for OWO, or you can select to play for Bitcoin.
Oh, okay.
If you want to play somebody, you know, for $5 in Bitcoin or 0.05 Bitcoin, knock yourself out. You'd be able to do so. Right. Challenge is posted. Now anybody would be able to accept this challenge. The chat room is still in development, but over here is where you would actually just have conversations with your opponent. Decide on the rules, and then the person will go ahead and accept the challenge. And once the challenge is accepted, then you go to your console. Go ahead and accept that. Right? Now you would go to your console, you play the game, and then you'd come back and report the score.
Oh, okay,
right?
I see. So like it is a trust system for sure. That's all right. I understand, and I guess the reputation would come from like, hey, he lied, or over time, like this person told the truth, and they're not lying, stuff like that.
Very, very true, right?
I mean, and it's also it's on
stream...
a ledger. I mean, if you're playing on video games, you could usually see who won or lost. You can go to your score history and prove it.
Exactly, right. And once we have the live streaming part functioning just fine, you can just stream the game live. Right.
Oh, okay.
There'll be a referees option where you could add a referee. Where if you're playing for $200, that referee would actually join you in a chat room on Xbox, and they would get 2% or 3% of the amount that you're playing for.
Yo, that is friggin' cool concept, man. I can see this really taking off on the Fortnite community.
Yes, sir. right? Gamerholic back to life. This puts the platform now it's whole, right? Now it's freaking solid.
I like it, man. That's a really cool friggin' platform. I'm gonna have to check it out more. I played the grab it thing a little bit, and I didn't have enough grabs, and I wasn't really familiar with the platform too much. But I get the concept a little bit more now, and I know that like you can do like you said the practice ones where you can kind of like me and Sean. We can kind of practice and figure out like how to
Yep.
play and stuff like that. And I could post content and kind of
Yep.
earn more tokens to kind of have more chances to play. And the ones where everybody
Exactly.
wins, everybody wins. That's sort of like you're just buying a coupon, right? Like you're paying for your entry in, but everybody wins. So you're basically buying a coupon for like, Subway or whatever.
Exactly, but you're not paying for anything. The business is the one who would pay to host that game,
Oh, so
right?
when
You're just
everybody
joining.
wins, you don't even have to pay to grab. It's free. It's just a free thing.
Yeah, all the Gravid games are going to be completely free for you to play. The businesses are the ones who pay to create these games,
Okay.
right? Now, if you choose to buy additional slaps, grabs, or grab and holds to give yourself an advantage to win, no different than if you would buy power-ups for your Pokemon game, then that's up to you, right? Now, some of the Bitcoin games do require that you have a power level of at least 10 or more, right? This is how the platform makes money.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. I was just wondering, like, where does the money come from exactly?
Yeah, I don't have any Lambos, right? So you can power up to power level 15. That costs you $25, right? In powering up, that allows us to have a sufficient amount of Bitcoin to always give away in the game, and it also helps us keep the lights on, right? But primarily, businesses will be the ones paying to offer their coupons. The Everybody Wins game, if a business wanted to engage with 10 people in that game, then it's going to cost them $1 in OWO per person. They can pay with OWO, they can pay with Bitcoin. So they literally just pay $10 to guarantee that 10 people will come into their venue and redeem these coupons.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And like, even if you wanted to play the free ones, it still requires the game to be filled, right? So you have to find and incentivize people to join the game with you.
Exactly.
So what inspired all this, man?
Right? It's going
What's
crazy.
your story like? What inspired you to go the gaming route and the crypto route and everything like that?
It's been a fun journey, man. I used to work in the mortgage business. I was with Countrywide Home Loans. All right, enjoying life, and then the mortgage market crashed. I couldn't put Countrywide on a resume. Right, and I remember I was watching 60 Minutes. There was an interview with Zuckerberg back then when they were talking about this new 23-year-old billionaire. I was like, all he did was build a website? All right, I went to Google, how do you build websites? And slowly but surely, I taught myself how to build a website. For the gaming piece, when PlayStation first came about, PlayStation Online, I was playing somebody online, and I was like, wow, the very next thing is you're going to be able to play for $5. Well, maybe I should build that, right? Built it, chargebacks were a problem. Somebody's going to play a $50 game, pull the cord out when someone's about to kick the game-winning field goal, say it wasn't me, or call their bank and say it wasn't me that just played for $200.
Yeah, the
Chargebacks
double
were a
spend and
serious
chargebacks and
problem.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it would have been such a great freaking business model if it wasn't for the chargebacks problem,
Yeah.
right? And it literally came to the point where there was this guy in France, King FIFA. He was great in FIFA, but he sucked at everything else, right? He was so good in FIFA. He was so good in FIFA that nobody would play him. So he started playing NBA 2K and Madden, and he loves to play. He played for $100, $200, and he's losing. He's getting blown out, right? Eventually, he got good enough to the point where he started winning, but these large amounts, he would just file a chargeback off. And when that happened, it came to the point where I was like, okay, I'm either going to go out of business or I'll pack up and move to San Francisco. $100.
Well, that's what cryptocurrencies kind of solve, right?
But I say that
The whole thing of cryptocurrency is to solve things of the legacy, the problems of the legacy system, like the chargebacks and the double spends. And even streaming sites today that had these models for like tipping, they had to change. Twitch had to change their business model. They had to create their own like token that people would buy, and then they would give that to people that they were tipping, because it's a way to prevent the chargeback.
Exactly. I can't imagine how much money they're losing from chargebacks. Credit card companies know this. Every business knows that chargebacks are a major problem.
Well, the credit card businesses love it being a problem because they win on both ends. It's not like it hurts them at all. They make money twice now. They love that problem.
Yeah, very true. And they kept their customer happy, and the customer will just do it again and again and again. So, valid point.
So what's the roadmap like, man? Walk us through the roadmap for 2019 for OWO.world. Let us have like a 2020 perspective of where you see this going.
Right, well, for me right now, we add on the esports part, the Gameaholic piece, with a heavy focus here in the Washington D.C. area. The fact that cannabis is greenlit. I think that hemp just passed. Hemp just became legal, pretty much, right? This was on the Washington Post 2 days ago, and that's going to be wonders for that industry, right? They're going to need a cryptocurrency, the whole seed to sale process, the way that restaurants and that industry engage. I think is a fascinating opportunity. You smoke, you're gonna eat, right? And
genius.
Also,
well, I think you're really onto something with the cannabis thing here, because they don't really have the opportunities to market and advertise and engage with their customers that traditional businesses have. They don't even have the privileges of using a bank account right now. So to be able to have a unique way to interact and engage and market and advertise like something like this, it's one of those first mover advantages where you sell like these small businesses that saw the opportunities to advertise on Google before Google was Google. And when Google became something bigger, the businesses became bigger because of the same recognition. So I think this is a really good place for these businesses to kind of see as an opportunity to advertise and engage with their audience, because you can't have a cannabis business market on Facebook. They're not allowed, or on Twitter. So like this is a place for them to do that, and I'm happy that cryptocurrencies are filling that void. And we have awesome people like you building the roads to that. I want to see what the people think. Everybody check out the platform and let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. And if you win any grabs or anything, let me know what you won, because that would be hella cool. Let everybody know where they can find you, find out for more information. WOMAHN on Instagram and Twitter, or ideally where you'll find me. But to be quite honest, within the next year, I probably won't have any social media. I'll be focused on OWO only. Right. To finish up the roadmap piece, I am looking for folks who are interested in joining the team. You can work remotely. It's perfectly fine. This entire platform has been a solo build to this point. The cryptocurrency is handled, by someone more skilled than me at that. Right. But we need to build the OWO foundation. I need to have a strong community that is engaged with the platform, so local businesses are, see the benefit. Mm-hmm. Right. But OWO.world, OWO man on everything, and I really, really again thank you for the opportunity at this conversation. Hey man, no problem, man. Thanks for coming on the show. Everybody, the links are in the description box below. You can check out the link in the description box to go to the website, and you can go ahead and check out his personal Twitter account. You can give him a follow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, man. Everybody, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, flick the alert bell, and have a day.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, and go give that video some respect.
Yeah, show some respect.